This is Cameron Chai bringing you another episode of AZO TV, and today I'm speaking to Martin Thomas from Quantichrome, and he's going to tell us about their brand new Pyrometer 3G system.
Thank you. This is the Pyrometer 3G. The 3G is a capillary liquid expulsion pyrometer. What does that mean? It means we can measure the through pore size and size distribution in sheet-like material. Those might be air filters, oil filters, liquid filters, battery separators. They may be ceramic filters. Anything where the functionality of the material depends on the pore sizes and pore size distribution from one side of the material to the other. And the technique is very simple. This sample is cut as a disc. If it's a standard filter, we have standard sample holders that take, for example, 47mm diameter filters. The sample is cut, if it's not already pre-cut, placed in the sample holder. Then it's wet with a special fluorocarbon liquid, which will wet even PTFE, but it won't swell cellulosic material. And once the sample has been wetted, the operator just has to screw the sample holder down, and then in the software, the only parameter that the operator has to set is the starting pressure and the total finishing pressure. The starting pressure, the lowest pressure, determines the largest pore that's going to be determined. The highest pressure, the ending pressure, determines the smallest pore that's going to be determined. And what the instrument actually does is, once the operator just clicks start to start that, then gas pressure is applied to the top side of the sample, and at some pressure, that applied pressure will be able to push the wetting liquid out of a pore. So the largest pores will empty first at the lowest pressure, and when those pores empty, there's a resulting airflow through those pores. The number of pores that empty will increase that airflow at that pressure. So on board we have very fine control of applied pressure and measurement of resulting airflow. Now that airflow, as all of the pores empty, can be quite considerable, up to tens or hundreds of liters a minute. So the special improvement that we've seen in the Pyrometer 3G, the third generation of this type of instrument, is the very precise control of pressure and resulting airflow. We don't want the system to hunt. When the pressure is applied and airflow starts, there's a tendency for that pressure to decrease slightly. We don't want that to happen. So the instrument has to respond very quickly to those subtle changes in pressure to maintain constant airflow and ramp that pressure smoothly up through the pressure range that's chosen. And then after just a few minutes, the data is acquired, displayed on screen, and available for data reduction. Thank you.
And approximately how long does it take to take a measurement?
Depending on the pressure range that the operator sets, you know, the overall pressure range, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. That's all that's required.
And do you find this is typically purchased by people in the research field or more in the industrial field?
More in industrial applications, for those people who need to ensure quality of the product that they're making. You know, these textured textiles, which are either woven or non-woven textiles, very often are made in broad sheets, and they need to be sure that the homogeneity of the sample can be determined across the width of the sheet and across the length of the roll. For example, battery separators, these non-woven sort of polymeric materials, generally, you've got to make sure that those battery separators can allow proper exchange of electrolyte through there, but not allow solids to migrate through that separator. So you've got to make sure that there are no large holes, and even that the strength of the membrane type material or textured fabric can actually withstand a certain pressure differential across that membrane.
All right then, Martin, if anybody wants more information about the Pyrometer 3G, they can find that on your website?
On our website, www.quantichrome.com.
All right, Martin, thanks for taking a few minutes to tell us about the new Pyrometer 3G system.
Thank you very much.